Justice. Balance scale, divine righteous judgment. Now be the black man time. Fuck if you trust this, you gonna feel the positive vibe. Oh, we gon' bust quick out of you filthy as lies. Young black people need to learn who you are and understand why you're light skin, brown and dark. And always know where the sun get the heat to stay hot. Stand firm in your square and you never will stop. Rock out with your cock out and never drop out. You be the masters of subconscious ultra builder, no doubt. You build a planet, you filthy as lies. Young black people need to learn who you are and understand why you're light skin, brown and dark. And always know where the sun get the heat to stay hot. Stand firm in your square and you never will stop. Rock out with your cock out and never drop out. You be the masters of subconscious justice. Balance scale, divine righteous judgment. Now be the black man time. Fuck if you trust this, you gonna feel all with us. We gon' bust quick out of you young black people need to learn.
Peace. Yeah, peace to the gods. Yeah, we in this thing now. Peace, God. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earths. Come on, cameras. Peace. There they go. They coming through all slow, but we coming in there, man. We gonna get it in there. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earths. Man, we thank everybody out there for being patient with us. We was having a few little technical difficulties, man, but you know, we gonna work it out, man. That's what the gods and the earths is all about, man. We here to work it and make it work and make it happen and keep it all the way live, man. So listen, man, peace to all of the positive people out there in the universe. It's your little brother, Minister Freedom Allah. Broadcasted live and direct, man, from the world of social media, man. Whether you on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, whatever platform, man, we in the Kick It Live. So I'm one of your hosts. I'm gonna go on down the panel, man. Let the guys introduce themselves if you ain't already know them. You know I gotta bring in my man IC. Peace to the God.
Peace to everybody. Peace.
What's up, great God?
Everything, God. How you today?
I'm all right, man. Try to pull the mic to yourself, God, if you can.
Peace. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You want to give a little brief introduction if you can?
Oh no, shit. Everybody should know who I am. It's BICLR. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? Want to say welcome back to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings to everybody. Much love. You know. Thank you for coming in. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying the show with us. You know. You could have been anywhere tonight. Right now you're here with us. You know. We appreciate that. You know.
Yes, God. Peace to the God. Yeah, it's definitely a peace, a powerful pleasure, man. If you with us, yo,
no
peace.
Doubt, no doubt.
Last but definitely not least, man. I got our newest co-host in the building with us, man. Peace to the God. Y'all show the God some love. Come on, God. Come on, introduce yourself, man.
Peace to the gods and the earths out there. You know what I'm saying? My name is Brother Master Love Allah. A lot of people know me as Cypher 7000. I am a local producer, artist, and things of that nature. A lot of people are familiar with me. I appreciate y'all for bringing me in. Mm-hmm. Let's do this.
Peace, God.
Yes, sir.
Peace, everybody. So, yo, we ain't here to build. We ain't here to add on, man. I'm sure you can see the title, no matter where you at, man. No matter what what platform you tuning in on, you can see we talk about this one of those show and prove episodes, and we have a lot of them, man. We do this a lot. We looking to do to be able to go a little bit more in depth, man, with our topics and what we building on and what we dialoguing on, man. Peace to y'all on TikTok too. We ain't forgot about y'all. Peace TikTok. Peace, you know, Minister Freedom TikTok, and IC. We up in here, man. Yeah, we ain't stopping and we ain't going nowhere. All the guys is definitely up in here. So what we talking about today is how do you show and prove the root of civilization? Right? What is the root of civilization? You know, I'm sure if you out there, if you into knowledge, if you into getting knowledge, then you know that the root of civilization, or the root of where knowledge and wisdom of the original man first began, is something that's needed to be studied. You know, you got a lot of our people still thinking that, you know, we started our history as slaves. That in culture and mathematics. So we're going to build on to it. We're going to add on. You know what I mean? Peace. We building about civilization. So what is the root of civilization? Right? Just you know, I just wanted to briefly throw that out there. You know, me and the guys, I know the guys may have, we may, I don't want to say differing opinions. However, you know, it's not unusual for brothers to have their own see. You know, and I think that's one of the beautiful things about this culture, man, is that we able to come together with knowledge. We able,
you know, because like you said, there's different understandings. You have a surface level meaning of the root of civilization, and you have a deeper level meaning of the root of civilization. And you can have a personal, a meaning to the root of civilization and what you're dealing with it. So I want to get into it, and we can come at it, different ways, and open this thing up and dissect it and see what we're dealing with.
Into it, let's deal with it. Master Love, anything you want to drop on that, guy? Anything you want to add on?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I like what the guy said is that it's different perspectives and the way to look at the origins of civilization and the origins of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding being understood. You know what I'm saying? Being understood, because we know at one point in time that, and you brought this up, guy, Freedom, as far as we know the origins of certain things, but were we in our, were we in these frames that we in now? Were we in the frame of mind that we are in now? Exactly what root are we talking about? The root of civilization, or are we talking about the root of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding? But I'm pretty sure we're going to get into that.
And I think that's definitely a significant way to look at it and to build on it, because like you said, the root of civilization can have, of course, a couple different understandings. Right? Of course, we know we got your mental root, right? You got your physical root, you got your biological root. So, it's a few ways that we could deal with it, a few ways that we want to build on it, just what I in culture, man. And then learning who you are, and then the root of where we came from. And I think that's significant. I think, you know what I mean. So for me, I immediately understood it. Well, I don't want to say immediately, but I came to the understanding that the root where knowledge and wisdom of the original man first started. What would you say that would be the place where information, meaning knowledge, meaning something that can be used to educate the individual. So we talking about the root of knowledge. That's what I hear when I see there's the place where the knowledge and wisdom of the original man first started. You talk about the root of knowledge, the root of wisdom. Is that the same as the actual place where we found what? Okay, is that the same as
our history in regards to our nation? Just thinking about the fact that peace. I'm thinking about that in regards to in relation to and just thinking about how our Mecca is Harlem. However, one of the things that you said, and that's something that we all bear witness to. This is why we call Detroit the Mecca, because it is a cradle of civilization. This is where the knowledge and wisdom of the original man started, when this thing was first planted. Dealing with, what I'm saying? That's just coming through a method of dealing with Farad and Elijah. The understanding was the best part. That is the best part. That's what the Father gave us. That's our original root of civilization. Because that's where the understanding came from that made us civilized and whole in regards to the whole scheme of the thing, in regards to the knowledge and wisdom of the original man.
right?
And so this is a root of civilization within itself. Just like later on when we go into, you could deal with the fact of the root of civilization on the world, on the geographical, on the world scene, or biologically, we could say that's in the Nile Valley. You understand what I'm saying? Over in Ethiopia. You understand where the oldest skeletal remains are found that we know of to this day. And I find some bones that's older somewhere else, but we know what we got as of today. The oldest bones found in that region.
Right, exactly.
With the Great Lakes region, which is Uganda, Tanzania, and I'm forgetting another one. Kenya, you're right. All around that area, the Great Lakes region. So, however, that's one root of civilization. However, we also know that the Indus Valley is a root of civilization. But those are some things that we're gonna get into later on. But that's just to show you that there's a parallel always. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just one root of civilization. That's why we say Mecca, which is the root of civilization. Mecca is where you make it.
Real.
You know?
Peace.
Peace to the God. I like that. God, you got anything you want to add on, God? I see you sitting up in your seat. I had to come on and get you, man. So you ready to come on in and add on?
No. You know, on face value, we can take things and, you know, without proper research, because we know, just like the guy said, within the Great Lakes region of Africa, the beginning of the Nile Valley, you know, the oldest bones known were found right there, over 50 million years old. But were they, the bones that they found, like the skulls kind of look, you know what I'm saying, they don't look like how they look now. So we talking about like millions and millions and millions of years ago. They didn't necessarily, they had to grow into understanding. They had to learn certain things at one point in time. So could that be looked at as, you know, the cradle of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding? In a way, no. Absolutely not, because, you know, if that was where we first formed in these bodies, then of course we had to learn as we came upon this earth. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, shit, you build on that, God, because, I mean, you dropped that on me, and I kind of bear witness to that, and I understand where you're coming from.
Well, I would say this, guy. Where I was going with it was in the sense that, like what we first started when the planet was first founded, right? So I think what a lot of people, you know, one thing that I was gonna go into, you know, one of, if not the oldest, but one of the oldest known civilizations is the Indus Valley civilization. This is the home of written text. This is the home of the oldest written text. This is the home of the oldest form of mathematics and form of, you know, of knowledge and wisdom. When you deal with Sanskrit, when you deal with, you know, like when we talk about the Arctic Vedic texts and a lot of these old texts, of some of the very most old texts, especially in a civilization sense, where if we went to, like, you know, I had an article that I was gonna show. Let me pull this up real quick. Let's get this. Let me get this. See if I can get this article up for the people that I was going through about the Indus Valley civilization.
You saying these texts predate ancient, what we call African texts of writing?
I mean, I wouldn't, I'm not necessarily, I'm saying, yeah, I would say that Sanskrit predates the African text in writing. That's what go ahead, come on, God, what you about to say?
Well,
I'm here to learn.
Come on.
I was gonna say, now, prior to that, we dealt with more material culture than we did, you know, what you saying. Basically, we knew, again, we dealt with animism, meaning we knew it was a power in the wind, it was a power in the tree that's feeding us. We knew it was, you know what I'm saying, we were one with nature, or the netter, and the brethren. Basically, I lost my bad. You know,
you don't want to get sidetracked.
But what I'm saying is, before written language, we had signs and symbols. We had more material culture. You know, it was more of that than it was a language and a math.
However, the reason why we were dealing with these things is because the reason why we're dealing with these things is because once you get in a written language,
Right.
Go ahead.
you understand what I'm saying, and you're getting arts and science, you know, amongst the people or whatnot. So these are just, you know, developments of civilization. But however, you know, in another sense, you know, when we're speaking about, you know, the knowledge and wisdom of the original man, you know, and talking about it being, you know, in the beginning, you know, when it was first started, that's when we start talking about biological things. So that's why I say we don't want to get off track because in one aspect when we're talking about the root of civilization, we're talking about where we're the first man and woman came on the scene on the planet that we can
That's where the
relate
guy was
to.
going.
You understand what I'm saying? Then there's another one when you start talking about the Indus Valley and the ancient Nile Valley.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's if you ask me, right there we're talking about an intellectual root of civilization.
No doubt. No doubt.
You understand what I'm saying?
No
At
doubt.
that point.
And what God, that's why I was going with this. If you see this article that I got up, this just talking about how they were able to find pottery that they were able to carbon date at 8,000 years old. Right, at 8,000 years old. What they would call the pre-Harappan civilization.
Well, God, you know that
Go ahead.
the Sphinx is 10,000 years old. You know?
Good point. I can see that. Come on with it. Come on, Bill.
Well, no, I'm just saying in regards to, when we talking about civilization and cultures and, monuments, architecture and, things of that, So that's why, I was interested in seeing that, But and now you have individuals that, in regards to, and like I said, I'm gonna get sidetracked because
Come on, go ahead, guy.
we're pulling things out the archives. But however, you have different individuals depending on what school of thought they're dealing with when you're dealing with things like the Sphinx and dating of the Sphinx. However, one of the methods that I bear witness to that shows and prove the dating of it is older than what a lot of Egyptologists or chematologists, but they got another one today that they call the studies over there. However, it has corrosion from rain.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It has corrosion from rain, which is water, and it's in what we call a desert now. But what that does is show and prove the changing of the climates, in the cycle of the 25,000 year rotation of the Earth. You know what I'm saying? Going through the whole cycle of the solar system. So with that shows and proves that it's at least 10,000 years old.
I can and God, I can see that, and that's why my biggest thing was just, I think, us creating, having the dialogue and even kind of digging into it to see, you know what I mean? Because like you said, I seen somebody said in the comments, they said the same thing you said. Mecca is where you make it. You know what I mean? So, and that's just going into, where's your mind at? Where's your heart at? Where's the place that you gonna found your civilization?
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially if we know and understand that, that the knowledge of where we came from was lost, that the knowledge of who we are and where our people came from, that it was stolen, that it was taken from us. So it's like being able to make a home and say, yo, this is where I'm from, this is where I'm at, this is my origin, this is my root.
Now, I want to go back to what you were dealing with
Go
in
ahead.
regards to now. What's the dating of the Sanskrit? Because from my understanding, the writing, that's what I want to hear about that, because from my understanding, and I could be wrong, somebody correct me, I'm saying, the mythology. This is mythology, what I'm talking about right here, right now, dealing with Osiris, and in a particular teaching about Osiris. He was supposed to have went and spreaded civilization. And the first place that he went to and spreaded civilization was over in India. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And like this was the ancient time, and this is the mythology. You know what I'm saying? The cultural teaching of those people in that particular region. You know what I'm saying? The Kemet. You know what I'm saying? The Ethiopia or whatever at that particular time. So That's one of their oldest teachings. That he was responsible for teaching the knowledge and wisdom of the original man. Is what we call civilization. And he went and he spread that over in India. First, one of the first places that he went and spread the teachings to.
Right.
So that's what I wonder. What is the data Sanskrit? Because I know that is our mathematics. I'm saying the oldest written language or not. So what are we talking about?
I'm seeing a few different things here. So, some people saying what I would say is some people say 5,000 years. Most common data is between 3,000 and 5,000 years old. And of course they talking about written language.
Because they had that's like an alphabet, right?
What when you talk about Sanskrit?
That's an alphabet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an alphabet as well as a numerical system.
Yeah.
Because that's where we get. That's where we get the science of the cipher from, or the zero.
Right.
You know what I mean? As well as this is the origin of Latin. This is the origin of English. I would say. You know what I mean? Just when you talk about Sanskrit.
You froze too. And my live stream popped over here, guys. You gotta tell
TikTok, right?
what the fuck is that? I can't even find it. It's good.
Yeah, I was just trying to thought.
Yeah, I've lost every camera, every light.
Just stop.
Yeah, I don't know if
Okay. We back up.
Hold on the mics. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes. Back up. Put the sound come back up.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on something.
Yeah.
Say is the knowledge of the past. Say the knowledge of the past is not more powerful than the knowledge present here now in America.
Said the knowledge of the past is not more powerful.
Said the knowledge of the past is not more powerful than the knowledge present right here, right now here in America.
I can't agree with that one.
Why not, God?
And it's like I said, my peace to I don't know if this is brother.
Yeah. I can tell.
Peace to you. You know what I'm saying? This is not just to be ugly and nasty towards you, but I just don't agree. I think we still catching up with the knowledge of the past. Like it's so much shit that we don't know, and that has been taken from us. That we, it is important. The things that are taking place now, and the technology and all of this stuff is based on information and knowledge that
From the past.
So
That's what I was gonna say.
yeah. So
You're not gonna have one without the other. There's no way to have powerful knowledge right now that wasn't built off of the backs of those that came before. See, you gotta understand that knowledge operates in a cipher.
Bill, God.
And when you have wise men that are on the planet and they're scientists and they're developing science, these men are building off of the science that was left to them by people that were before them.
Right.
So they build off of what was before and add on to it and continue to add on. So you can't necessarily say that, the knowledge of today is more powerful than the knowledge of yesterday. That's like saying, addition today is more powerful than it was, 20,000 years ago.
right.
It's addition, and we use that, science to add on. That's just it.
Peace, God.
Peace.
Master, anything you want to drop on that, God? You over there sitting up in your seat.
Oh no!
Add on.
I added on, but IC picked it up. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, like I didn't agree with the statement only for the simple fact that it's the same information. It's the same information, and that's why we doing the knowledge today. So it may feel like it's more powerful. No, you just learning something that was presented in the past that we just not catching up to. So
Absolutely.
reason why it's powerful to you now today is because you here today to be able to witness it and take advantage of it and utilize it.
Absolutely.
That's why you can see it's so powerful because it's right here in your midst. Right. And everything else is something that you're talking about and reading about.
As well as God, that's what I was gonna say. You know that that I don't know why. Let me do that. What I was gonna say, God, was that without the knowledge of the past, how would you know where you going? Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being
history, God.
Right. I remember being ignorant and not even knowing a direction or not even knowing which way I wanted to go because I didn't know who I was or where I was going, and waiting on the magical mystery God. You know what I'm saying? Oh, great question over there on Facebook, man. I like that one. Say, how do we connect with this knowledge? Listen. What you could do, man, and I forgot to say that, that's our primary goal in this platform and having these podcasts is being able to connect people who are interested with our culture and people who looking for this knowledge. Michael Champion, man, what you do, bro, on Facebook, you can go to our website at the5percentconnection.com. Click on that link, put your information in. You go just, give us your contact information, your name, phone number. And then we'll be able to forward that information to the gods and earths that's closest to you, and get you locked in, bro, and get you taken care of. Yes, man. So that's our goal. You know what I mean? This knowledge and our teachings is not something that you can learn, over the internet. It's not something that you can download. It's not something that you could just, say I want it this way. It's something that you got to get and connect with the gods and the earths in your geographical location, man, and then. Boom, and then get connected. Say, I mean to the root of civilization, knowledge. Well, know this, man, because I think he more so talking about when we building on, like, what's the root of the knowledge? What's the root of the knowledge? Well, I would say this, man. I was taught that. Okay, peace. Say we connect you with Latik. Peace, bro. I would say, man, that the lessons teach us that Islam has no beginning or ending. It's older than the sun, moon, and stars. Right, like I don't think that there's a beginning to the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? However, I do think that there was a point in time where the knowledge of what was already here and what was already in existence was made manifest and made complete and made clear by people who came into that understanding. Yeah, God, y'all what y'all say?
I'll say, if you talking about the knowledge that we dealing with, the knowledge of the gods and the earths, Allah is 5%, that's Harlem.
Bill.
That's our root.
I see where you went. Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's our root. I make sure but before COVID, I was trying to travel to 9Y every year, at least once.
Peace to the God, yes. Absolutely.
You understand? So
God,
that's what I bet what our root is.
Master Love, come on, God. I know you was about to say something.
Because I thought the brother said, how does he find it or where does he start? I took the question as begin to study your culture, where you come from, things of that nature. That will somewhat civilize you because it's an order to certain things. You see what I'm saying? Any information that you can get on your culture based on, being melanated, let's just say that. And this is for anybody that just wants to, about it is, start with yourself. Start with yourself. Learn who you are, what you are, why you are. You see what I'm saying? And then you'll start to begin to understand the culture of I God, which is you. You see what I'm saying? So that's my
God. Nice. Just going back to the topic, man. And then too, if you got any questions, if you're on Instagram, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube with us, get it answered for you, man, because that's what we, and get a science of what we building on. So just going back to the topic, was it you had a thought that
I went over, a couple of different. More. You got plenty more. You know what I'm saying? The root of civilization. That's a broad topic. We could really get down with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and God, I think that was I agree with you, and I was like, yo, God, that's a dope one. when you suggested it, like, yo, just going through it, because like you said, I agree with you that when we talk about the biological evidence and the archaeological evidence, especially when you deal with places on the African continent, the human DNA, that all the DNA we share can be traced back to common ancestors on the African continent, as well as the physical remains. Now, my thing is, God, do you think, why is it that we find with that being said, why would you say that we find civilizations that's just as old, or maybe in the running with some of the oldest civilizations on the African continent, other places in the world, right? Why, like you don't really see a large scale civilization, except for Kemet, you know what I mean, in other parts of Africa. So do you think that that's an attribute to where this knowledge first came? Come on.
No. Start that question.
Of course we know. That's why I started there. In terms of, we know that the archaeological evidence and the biological evidence is on the continent of Africa. When we deal with Kenya, we deal with Tanzania, we deal with the Elizabeth Falls, and we deal with the work of the Leakeys and different things like that. Do you think that there's what reason was just as old as some of the early civilizations on the continent, like Kemet?
Because the way I see that is, you have the oldest fossils, and what we say theoretically speaking is that the oldest cradle civilization is the Nile Valley civilization.
Right.
And what they call also the foothills of the mountains of the moon, where they say that man literally popped up out the soil. Okay, and that's and I'm not saying that that's the Nile Valley. That is the area of
Mount Kilimanjaro.
Right. So, being the fact that the original man has no birth record,
right,
and you cannot trace the beginning of the original man. All you could do is find the point that you could say this is the oldest point that we have right here to this day. And calendars, or suns and moons, or whatever you may want to call it. Eventually you get to a point to where he becomes civilized enough to where he has the arts, like we say, he has mathematics, he has language, and he learns how to travel, and this is why I mentioned the mythology of Osiris. Osiris is a concept. Osiris represents a concept of intellectual learning at a particular time. And it was left in mythology being taught that these people went out and took the knowledge that they had at one particular time and went out and spread it. And then this was a very long time ago, time immemorial. But the teaching is old in itself, representing something that happened long ago. You understand? So this is why you will see intellectual centers of learning in other areas that have mathematics and alphabets and whatnot that may not predate places in what we call Africa architecturally. You know what I'm saying? In regards to the signs of them having great civilizations at one time that's old or whatever, and you do have some in certain places. You know what I'm saying? Like you have certain places, structures in the Indus Valley, over in Angkor Wat. Over there, we know they got great temples, old temples. You know what I'm saying? It's very detailed. You know what I'm saying? The architecture of it is splendid. It's breathtaking. You know what I'm saying? This is old. And the civilization did not spread it. And you don't have a people in Africa the knowledge keepers, the ones that held the oral tradition. It was an oral tradition. You had griots. You know what I'm saying? You had shamans. That was the medicine men that held certain knowledge and wisdom. You know, and these traditions are dying out rapidly. You know what I'm saying, over there in Africa, from my understanding. And even more so than that, the ancient knowledge that was held, that had gotten spreaded, there's no one here to teach metal netta. You know, all of the science that we have today that gives us, you know, understanding of the metal netta come from a white man named Champollion. You know what I'm saying? They got a hold to the Rosetta Stone, and then translated, you know, what he could based off of that. You know, and then later on, you had other African scholars that came. You know what I'm saying? And they had, you know, they knew that. And this is an example to answer your question. They knew that they had civilizations when you had Europeans coming into African civilizations, and they was coming to disrupt, you know, and they was coming, you know, vandalizing and looting and taking everything. And certain civilizations knew that this was coming, and they would shut down the centers of learning, you know, bury certain knowledge, and those wise men would go and spread out to other areas. You understand what I'm saying? And when they would go out and spread to other areas, this was the, you know what I'm saying, the knowledge spread. You know what I'm saying? And that was one thing that happened, you know what I'm saying, during the, you know, the collapse of Kemet. You know? So this is just one way that, you know, the knowledge spread it, you know, outside, within Africa and outside of Africa.
True.
This is why you have all them different centers, you know what I'm saying, of different civilizations. You know what I'm saying? And they're very close to what we would call the ancient times of Kemet or Africa or civilizations or whatnot. You know?
Yeah, God. Go ahead. Come on, God.
And, I just want to add on to that, because that made a lot of sense, and I got excited when I heard that. But we was just talking about a book called The Signs and Symbols of Premortal Man. It's by Albert Churchward, correct? One thing about it, God, when you said, you know, like it spread it from Africa, but we had signs and symbols that we can find all around the world that are identical. You see what I'm saying? For example, the swastika, okay? Not the swastika that Hitler had, okay? I'm talking about the swastika that's in reverse. And that is an original African symbol. But what it meant was north, east, west, and south. You see what I'm saying? And that sign and that symbol can be found in pyramids all over the world. The uraeus, meaning the snake or the scepter, which is representing of the spine all the way up to the pineal gland, can be found in all pyramids all over the world. So it was one common understanding that definitely can be seen, that was throughout the world. You see what I'm saying? So I guess civilization, the origin of civilization, is indeed where you make it, just based off knowledge and wisdom and understanding that you have. Peace.
Peace, God.
Peace, God. I want to add on to something.
Go ahead.
About that swastika, because you know another understanding. This is the beautiful thing about signs and symbols, because you can see it from a perspective of your own, and you know. And however, this is something that I think I read out of the signs and symbols of primordial man, that swastika represents the spinning of the universe into existence. You know, and that's why it's important to know which way that it's spinning. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's spinning the proper way, in the same rotation as the sun, moon, the stars, and the planets and whatnot, you know that, you know, you're right in that. You know.
Ooh, here's a good one that I was gonna pull up for y'all. Yeah. No. I'm about to pull up some.
To the east.
I'm about to pull up some photos of what the guys.
Flat earther.
Oh shit.
Oh,
man.
I
Shit.
guess your name Lord Jamar.
Where the scales on the flat earth? Where the scales at? That's what I'm waiting on. Show me the scales so we can measure some shit.
Only scales they got is the shit on the fish.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I see.
They ain't dealing with no math.
Let
That
me
catfish
see.
they be fucking with.
I'm trying to pull this picture up, God, because that was a
Tilapia.
that was a nice jewel, man. I wanted to
What's
share
that
it.
right there?
Huh?
What you we talking about?
Whoa. It was the image we just pulled because I was trying to pull up that bill that y'all was going through, God. I wanted to put that up on the no. Here it go. I got it.
I thought you.
Well, you know what it was? They like I said was that you see this image all around the world,
Right. No doubt.
right? That's definitely what y'all was dealing with, right?
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to pull that up. So, like you said, can y'all see? Can y'all two see that pretty clear over here? And then I'm gonna read a comment that we got down in the comments. I'm gonna drop it for them. So, yeah.
And real quick,
And this is
if
just
you-
an example
on.
of the signs and symbols.
Real quick, if you in Detroit, you can go down to the Penobscot building right now and see that same symbol on the side of the Penobscot building.
Like you said, well, what you seen happen is what we do know is that with the Europeans have always a lot of the European conquerors have always came and oppressed knowledge and took it and perverted it and made it into something else. So like of course you got right here, you got it in Ethiopia, and then I will note too in the original civilizations, man, that you see this symbol in the opposite direction.
Facts.
Yeah.
So they reversed what they was dealing with. What you about to say?
Yo, I got a challenge for everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? I want to see who gonna tat they back like my man did.
Oh, in Congo.
You gotta see how the original man did. Now who gonna do that?
Hey, 'cause they use real razors and everything. They
yeah.
go through it.
But you see it.
That's
Here-
the scarification.
Here it is in Lebanon at the bottom left. Then we got it in Japan. Then, like you said, the Congo. Again in China, and then in Tibet. It's also a heavy symbol in Buddhism, God. That's what I was gonna say.
No doubt.
It's a heavy symbol that you yeah, peace, God. I like that. Be Born said it, man. And the world loved the swastika until Hitler stole it, man. You ain't lying, man. Peace.
That's right.
And you gotta see it. When he got it, he put it in reverse.
And I think the key is the pieces, God. For me, because until I got knowledge, God, I never thought about any of this. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta understand, especially
Not connected to your root.
I'm telling you,
of
God.
civilization.
Well, you gotta understand, especially from a religious perspective, you would think that the origin of civilization, you be talking about Babylon, you be talking about Jerusalem and shit. From a Christian perspective, you be talking about Rome. Or at least that's why they fighting over Jerusalem. And the Gaza Strip, that's supposed to be the Holy Land. So Chris Pryor said, agreed, man, the origins of civilization was suppressed by the uncivilized based on control. Knowledge is freedom is the key to the rule of the beast. They destroy what they don't understand or can't control. Where my cheer at? I gotta give you some love for that. Peace, bro. I like that, Jewel. Be Born said Coca-Cola even utilized a symbol. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that's another good one. So, if anybody just joining us, man, I got myself, my man IC. Peace to all of the family out there on YouTube, man. Peace to y'all, man. We talking about the root of civilization. Where did the knowledge and wisdom of the original man first started, man? So if you out there, if you tuned in, if you interested in how to get this knowledge or how to connect with the gods and the earths, make sure you hit the link in our bio and get connected with us. If you want to support the channel, man, if you want to show us some love, you can go to the 5percentconnection.live/tips. You can support the channel. You can support the live right on the live, man. As well as, we do got merch, man. Y'all check out the merch. It's getting cold. We got the hoodies, we got sweatshirts, we got all that good stuff, man. So you can go to knowledgeofselfstore.com and check that out, man, and rock in with us, man. So,
I got a question.
come on, God.
Let's dig in.
Peace.
So, It's kind of like tradition when individuals say the root of civilization is in Arabia at the holy city of Mecca. Are we saying that the root of civilization, like, what was the civilization that was founded in Mecca today? And when we say that, and I'm talking about the actual holy city of Mecca, I'm saying, what was the civilization that was founded there? I'm just interested to know. I'm a student. I'm a student of history. I love history, and I'm just interested to know, like, you know.
When though? What time period would you be
When the
talking?
planet was first found.
Right.
At any time.
Ooh, damn.
At any time in the history of the planet.
Dang.
I would just like to know when that area was. What was the civilization that came out of there?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but prior to the time of the Prophet Muhammad, it was taught that there were thousands of other religions.
So we're talking. So we have to be speaking in a religious tone.
Absolutely.
When we speak about this.
I would think so.
Right, because they say they like the city of Mecca got lights, don't it? They got electricity.
Absolutely.
Got running water.
Absolutely.
Got plumbing.
Absolutely.
I was just wondering. I mean, I was just wondering. I mean, not saying that an ancient city, not saying that an ancient city can't have, you know, lights and plumbing, you know, especially, you know what I'm saying, modern day, because, you know, I'm sure the Saudis made sure that, you know.
Let's go to old wiki.
Okay.
And see what old wiki talking about.
You know, chime in the comments, you know.
Let's see what old wiki talking about.
You know, I'm here to learn today.
Say you here to learn today.
Yeah, I'm not here to try to teach nothing. You know, give them the Jews. Or I'm here to strive to gain them.
Man, you better get them. You better get them Jews up, man. Y'all hear? Oh, I see man say he ain't giving no Jews up today. Have been. He can't help but to give us some Jews.
It's a Jew wrapped up in this.
You know, because they say they consider modern day Somalia and part of Ethiopia ancient Punt, the ancient land of Punt. So I'm pretty sure that if I was saying modern day Somalia and a part of Ethiopia is the ancient land of Punt. Okay, Punt was considered Kemet. It was Kemet's like Atlantis almost. You know, they pay homage to Punt. That's the land of frankincense and myrrh. So, your question, you know, whatever civilization was founded there first, it had to have some type of influence from those people from that region.
What you're talking about?
We just went in.
I don't think it was Islamic.
Well, okay,
well,
okay.
It definitely wasn't Islamic.
I did have one joint that I had pulled up.
Unless you're going to deal with, you know, the root of civilization, like the guy said, from a religious perspective, and dealing with, you know what I'm saying, the Islamic world.
Right.
You know, exactly. but however, the same way that the Islamic world uses it, you have to understand that there was another group of people that was using it in the same fashion before the Muslims.
Please. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, just based off of this, they say that Southern Arabia was the home to another kingdom, a number of kingdoms pre-Islamic civilizations.
No question.
You know what I mean? Where you get to talking about, hold on. It was home to many prominent civilizations. And one of the most prominent was the Tammuz civilization, who arose around 3000 BC. One of the earliest Semitic civilizations was the eastern part of Delmun. Southern Arabia was the home to another kingdom such as the Sabaeans, Mynaeans, Eastern
Can we
Arabia.
go outside the Semitic?
Well,
We know what, you know, we can't deal with that.
Pre-Islamic religions in Arabia include Arabian, indigenous polytheic beliefs. That's why I would just think idol worship. That's what come to mind with that, as well as you know, Zoroastrianism.
Well, you know, the polytheists are the ones that had Mecca and the Kaaba first. Well, not the Kaaba, but had Mecca. And you know that's what Muhammad went into the temples and broke one of the main idols. You know, he broke one of the main idols in the Kaaba. one of the head gods, and then all of the elders came out and they were trying to figure out, it was one of the 360 gods that they had, and they were trying to figure out who destroyed the god, and I think they said, one of the traditions was like he was the smart ass off in the corner, said like, if those the other guys, why don't y'all ask them?
Right. Right. And the origin of that. Now, that's what I said. The origin of the Kabbalah.
No, that may have been Abraham, but go ahead.
No, I was just saying, okay.
That I was talking about.
Right. But the origin of the Kabbalah is Ethiopia.
That mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. The origin of the Kabbalah or the Baka, whatever, what I'm saying, different people had a understanding about it. But the origins of it is Ethiopia. We all know how it got there. It's
Why you say the origin of Ethiopia? We talking about the Kaaba, right?
Absolutely. It was a gift from Bala.
Are you sure?
Facts. I ain't gonna say facts. Pardon me. I forgot who I'm dealing with. My bad, God. But as
The Kaaba?
absolutely.
That's my first time hearing
Black
that
Stone.
one, God.
Bilal gave that to
That was
It
there
says
before Bilal.
I ain't gonna say Bilal did it. Part self. Part self. It's Ethiopian in origin.
How?
I'm gonna have to get. I'm gonna get.
agree.
I'll be back. I'll be back next Tuesday,
You know
y'all,
what
with
it is,
that.
dog?
All right.
It's a comet.
Peace. Peace, God.
How's that Ethiopian?
Oh shit.
That came
Well,
that came
God.
that's what I was
Go
gonna say. Only reason,
They didn't
Go ahead.
listen,
Yeah.
God. Only reason I'm kind of. I ain't gonna. I would say.
get my
only
research
reason
up.
I was gonna come because I always thought the Kaaba was a testament to the Queen of Sheba. It was the black stone.
Okay.
That was a testament to Sheba.
That
Now,
be-
if you talk about Sheba, you talk about Ethiopia.
What I'm saying is, if that was a
I
comet,
myself on that Bilal. I played myself on that, y'all. Pardon myself, guys. I would say it's Ethiopian origin.
That's what I was thinking. I said, I'm gonna see where he go.
I know Bilal's from Ethiopia. That's where I went. That's where my mind went there, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why they said that.
Bill.
Parcel, guy. Parcel, guy.
No, I see what you about to say.
Go ahead. You got to do it. Okay.
Remember I was talking to you earlier before we came on. I was dealing with you about, you know what I'm saying? I got like, yo, you can't do everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
I was wrong. I did what I'm wrong. I was wrong. I blew it up.
Come on, I see.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so where was we at?
We was talking about
Bilal.
the Kaaba. No. I was saying
No,
how
no.
the Kaaba was supposed to be a testament to Sheba.
Okay, but what I was saying is it's a comet. It's a rock that fell from the heavens.
I ain't never heard that.
That's what it is. What is it? It's a rock. It's a black rock.
It's a meteorite.
It's a meteorite.
It's a meteorite.
Word,
No.
peace, God. So I do got a question in the comments, guys.
It's a black melanated rock.
For this from Lord Divine. Is Mecca, Arabia meant literally or figuratively? And I think we got to touch
It's
on
both.
This. Yeah, it's both. Peace, God.
It's both. It's a surface level, and there's a deeper level. That's why we're talking about all these different aspects of Mecca. Now, and you could deal with it's not just us. It's not something that we just came up with. When you refer to something as a Mecca, it's always been referred to something that is an original birthplace or something. Like you have Atlanta was considered a black Mecca because that was one of the first places where you could go to and you could see successful black people everywhere. It wasn't weird to walk down the street and see black people driving Mercedes and Phantoms and, top-notch vehicles or whatever. This wasn't something strange because this was a new black Mecca at one time. So this is, the meaning behind what we deal with Mecca.
Master Love, come on, God. What you about to say?
And Mecca is a root of civilization. That's what
Peace,
Mecca
God.
is, a root of civilization. And that's why we're dealing with Mecca
Right.
and the different Meccas.
Right. And
You know.
I think also the greatest thing to me, and I'm not trying to, I'm staying on subject, but I'm also changing it as well. I just like the fact that we all up here building and trying to get an understanding of things. You see what I'm saying? It's not the back and forth and boom, boom, boom. I just wanted to say that I'm happy that I'm here, guys.
It's dialogue,
You know what I'm saying? It's dialogue.
This is dialogue.
Thank you for having me. You know, I look at Mecca as the mind as well. You know, again, it's different aspects of what we're dealing with. So deal with the mind and the mind aspect, because that's always home. It's always gonna be home right there. You know what I'm saying? When things need to be figured out, they need to be, you know, questions need to be answered. It's all within yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's the Mecca. Mecca is the mind as well. You know what I mean? So, shit, back in the day, the guy right next to me always dropped it on me. God, we the truth and the falsehood. Yourself is the truth and the falsehood. God, you the answer and the question. You the God and the devil. You the positive and the negative. It's on self to decide which one. You know, it's all about balance, of course. It's all about balance. But self is the savior. Like, literally, that's just the answer of it all. Period, point blank. At the end of the day, self is the savior. So the mind is the Mecca. And once you raise that mindset to where you feel that is, then roll with that and stay on that vibe and stay on that positive road. You know, that's all. Peace.
Peace, God. We gotta be mindful, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you get that mic, yeah.
I know my voice is kind of loud though, so if y'all can't hear me, let me know.
Oh, we definitely, everybody can definitely hear you, God. We definitely got you. We definitely got you loud and clear, man, and we definitely can hear you, man. So, yeah, man, like the God said, the root of civilization, for anybody who just tapping in, man, because we almost coming to our conclusion.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nah, I just say I'm just trying to stir the pot.
Come on, God. Come on.
You know. So, did we get any answers to that challenge?
Well, I did have a comment that said Nubia.
Nubia? Okay.
Yeah. Nubia.
So we're not going to talk about Mecca? We're not going to talk about Mecca?
Well, I think they were saying
Outside of religious talk?
I think they were saying Nubia was the root of Mecca.
Okay. So Rubia is the root of Mecca.
I don't
How
know
is
say
that?
the root, but the key influences in the foundation of their culture. I mean, I would say I can agree with that. I can agree with that in the sense when you get to talking about how Nubia is Yemen. How ancient Nubia is Yemen. You feel what I'm saying? That would be the Yemenese area. So the first civilizations or those places, because in my opinion, this is the civilization that came up out of one of the first places people or spots of people coming out of the what we call the African continent and then influencing or
you saying Arabia was called Nubia.
No, I'm saying Arabia was influenced by Nubia in terms of early civilizations.
You saying this one about
I was just adding on to that, but I was saying an answer that you had got was
when?
Nubia.
What year did Nubia influence Arabia? How did that influence come about? What influence are we talking about that?
I was just speaking in terms of Nubia being a civilization that predate the Muslim or the Islamic civilization in Mecca.
Yeah, no question about that. But however, I'm just looking for the artifact or the point, the key in history that makes us say that, you know what I'm saying, it was Nubia. I mean, because, you know, I could see that because, you know, it preceded it, and I'm sure that, you know, there were things of Nubia since it was a dominant civilization beforehand, you know, that had his, you know, his hand in there or remnants of some of his culture or whatnot, I'm sure. I just like to know what we're talking about when we talking about, you know what I'm saying, instead of just kind of like just throwing things out there.
No doubt. Well,
You know, cause like we know that Kemet, we can say that about Kemet, ancient Kemet, because if you were able to hear the Metu Neter spoken, it will remind you highly of Arabic. You know, so I can see that.
God, hey,
And being that, you know what I'm saying, they're all Semitic people.
Like I said, my take on pre-Islamic Arabia, and my answer to it would be, like I said, punt. Punt.
And when you say punt, hold on. Can you say that again?
Punt. P-U-N-T. Punt. Some people pronounce it different. If I'm pronouncing it how you don't like it, I apologize.
That's biblical, right?
No.
That's not a biblical name?
No.
Okay.
Kush is.
But punt is not.
No.
so
Not in the Bible.
geographically, when you talk about
I
punt,
haven't seen it in there.
geographically, when you talk about punt, you talking about
Talking about the Horn of Africa, which is the Horn of Somalia, all of Somalia, and eastern Ethiopia.
Where's the name punt come from?
In origin, I'm going to give you the correct answer right now. I don't know. I don't know where punt comes from in origin, but they definitely dealt with frankincense and myrrh, and frankincense and myrrh, when it comes to Africa, is, you know, it pretty much, you got Ethiopia and Somalia that produces, you know, the tree produces frankincense and myrrh, you know, and it's kind of, how could I say, indigenous to that land, you know what I mean? But again, that's just another puzzle, you know what I mean? Because
I thought punt was one of the children of someone in the Bible.
I haven't seen that, and I'm definitely gonna look that back. I'm gonna look that up, guy, because you might be pulling my card on that one too.
I think
So
punt was related to Ham.
thought that was Kush.
All of them. This was in the genealogy. I mean, Ham had you know, a son that had children, that had children, that had children, that had children. All these are the descendants of Ham.
Oh shit, we got these phones. Let's Google that thing right now. Let's ask
well,
the Wizard of Oz.
I'm on. We dealing with I'm dealing with the Britannica, Encyclopedia Britannica, and what Britannica was dealing with. And this is the understanding that I thought, because I'm with you, I was under the understanding that punt was a biblical word. Right, so in ancient Egypt, and you know where they're going is the story illustrated by Herodotus account in the book Herodotus account in the 15th century. He accounts the stories of Theodorus, who took a fleet of ships and made conquest along the shores of the Etherean Sea, or the Red Sea and its adjacent water. So geographically, they would be considered corresponding. The area of Punt will be the southern coast of the Red Sea and adjacent coast of the Gulf of Aden, corresponding to modern coastal Ethiopia and Djibouti.
Absolutely.
Well, no.
Okay.
Because based on what you just showed me, they debate the origin or the place of
the Egyptians, you know, Kemet and all of that. It was their it was like their Atlantis. But they spoke on them. They in their hieroglyphs, they spoke about a land, a mysterious land of people that.
We're not doing no mysteries.
No. Okay, God. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying they knew it was a people that came before them, and they paid homage to it. We all know that the origins of the Nile Valley start at Kilimanjaro, because the river flows north, correct?
Right, but we deal with that based on artifacts. We deal with that based on things that give us, you know, a location and it's carbon dated, and you know, this is how we're dealing with those things. From my understanding, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know,
so let's just throw punt out there. Let's
well,
get rid of that
even
right
like
now.
the comment said, even somebody on they were saying Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? And yes, Lord Divine, civilizations definitely predated Mecca. That's what we kind of what we dealing with.
Right.
When we talking about, you know, just in terms of what would be these civilizations that predate that. However, I wouldn't say that it's the culture of punt that directly influenced the culture of Mecca. Even though
No.
I could see where you're going
We
in
can't even
terms
talk
of
about a culture of punt if they can't even show and prove where it is geologically on the map, and they're debating the existence of
yeah,
it.
peace God, no doubt.
No.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said. I'm gonna do further research. When I came across it, it placed, like I said, Somalia, Ethiopia, that region. So, you know, again, I don't want to. I'm not.
I'm familiar with the term. That's what I'm
Right.
I'm trying to recall where I
saw
heard
that.
it from.
Right.
You know,
Gotcha.
I thought it was
I
biblical,
understand.
but if not, then you know maybe it is something that is on you know, some maps, you know, of ancient Africa or Kemet, you know,
Right.
or in the scholarly text or something. I know I definitely heard that word before.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
so.
So let's see. So I'm thinking, based off of what the Encyclopedia Britannica was talking about in the Quran, it talks about the Arabs were once praying the wrong way. It was corrected. Even in Australia, the first man was the black man. Absolutely, bro. I'm definitely with that. This is what the yes. So I want to just go to
Was Australia, was it the Aborigines?
the Aborigines. Yeah,
Which is the original.
The original. Yeah, the God ain't lying.
Oh, man.
The original man on the Aborigines. So yo, let me get this up. Let's get this image up. Yeah. Boop, boop, boop.
Some of the oldest cave artists in Australia.
Oh, you said the cave artist? Yeah, hell
I said
yeah.
some of the oldest cave art is in Australia. That's what's up.
Oh, absolutely, God, absolutely. So the physical location of Punt would be this coastal area of Ethiopia. In my opinion, and God, that's why I went to. You know, we talk about Yemen, and you talk about Ethiopia, and you talk about that. I would think Kush, like to where you see this corner right up off the Red Sea in Eritrea, Ethiopia. That's why, and even that was my understanding.
Kush is biblical.
Even that's what I was thinking. God, that Put and Kush were all names for Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying?
I can accept that.
I can see.
I can accept that. I can see that, God. I can see that. Only because in a certain understanding, and I say that I tread lightly with this.
Word.
Okay? In a certain understanding, the Bible is plagiarized from all Nile Valley teaching. And I just, you know, I'm going to let that go right there.
No, ain't no question, God. We definitely know. We definitely know that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely know that. So, yo, we about to get up out of here in a minute. God, was it any because you know we kicking it at an hour mark. Was it any closing statements, God, that you want to add on, just in terms to anybody that's out there watching, to anybody that's out there studying and that's getting introduced to this knowledge, man? What would you say to them, to the young scholars out there, those that want to add on? God, well, come on.
Well, I got one more challenge.
Come on.
I got one more challenge in regards to the beauty civilization. I want someone to give me the mileage of Mecca from what we're gonna deal with Detroit.
Say 9,000 miles.
9,000 miles. The 9,000 miles. What are we talking about when we say that 9,000 miles? Those that know what I'm asking. If you want to know that, where's that 9,000 miles? What does it take us to?
We did the one with the 2,200 miles.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
That's mentioned in the culture degree in the 1 through 14 where it talk about where it says.
Because now
Go ahead.
the common thought is that it's what, from where to where.
I would say even like I went with you when you were saying Jamestown, Virginia.
No. I'm talking.
Okay.
You're talking about 2,200.
Oh, right. That is the key piece, God, is that, like he said, we ran them over the hot Arabian desert. We made them walk 2,200 miles and made them walk every step of the way. We made them walk over the hot Arabian desert and made them walk every step of the way. It was 2,200 miles. Right? So I mean that would say, based off of the lessons, that 2,200 miles from the root of civilization to the Caucasus Mountains. So in a sense, this is a reference point to where the lessons put the root of civilization. So what I did, at least I would say, is triangulated. I don't want to say triangulated, but Google Earth triangulates the position overland from Mecca to the Caucasus Mountains. So let me get this one. So I got the Google Earth up. You know, even though our the flat earthers out there that's out there hating on us, y'all. I know we know y'all say satellites ain't real and shit though. So y'all boys can just turn your head.
Oh my goodness.
Lord Jamar, if you out there watching,
He's not gonna leave him alone.
turn your head.
Where the scales, man? Where the scales on y'all map, man?
Hey man, they on the fish in the water.
You know them boys say that
They're supported by them
no
pillars.
satellites.
I didn't know the flat earth had water.
Yeah, it's only 30 miles deep.
Damn. I can swim in that shit, dude. Shit, according to the flat earth map, I could swim 9,000 miles there.
Oh, shit.
If it's 30 feet deep.
No, according to them, you should be able to fly to the sun.
Damn.
You can walk to the sun on a good day.
It ain't that hot.
It's only 30 miles away.
Ain't that a bitch? Damn.
It's only 30 miles away, man.
Wow.
So, let me stop this one up here. So, what we got here, folks? Yeah, the sun is only 30 miles high, man. Boy's out his mind. So what we did was we did a straight line from Mecca, as you can see. I mean, this is just the beautiful thing about technology, guy.
That's right. That
this goddamn satellite can give us all the way down to the geographical figures, to the roads, to the physical locations around Mecca. Let's see if we can zoom all the way in.
Can we get a hand clap for technology?
Yo, for technology.
Get a hand clap for technology.
God damn, man. I mean, God, we can zoom all the way in on the geographical locations, man. White boy talking about satellites ain't real. Yeah, right, man. So, anyway, God.
You're still flat.
Man.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Yeah, we gonna leave old LJ alone, man. We gonna keep on messing with LJ.
That's what y'all calling you, not LJ?
Hey, yeah.
What's up, LJ?
He back to
Better than Bozo.
he back to a he back to a junior, man. Boy gotta get himself together, man. So if we go,
He fell asleep, huh?
if we go from Mecca, right here in Saudi Arabia, and we draw us a straight line. I see. Can y'all see that?
Indeed.
What we getting? We got 1,400 miles.
Now, what if you go in a couple of circles and go around the edge and then go back, go and come back?
I'm saying which way you gonna go? Which way you gonna go back? I mean, what other? Is it another direction I could be going? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even let's say we moved it.
Okay.
Let's say we moved it on the Arabian Peninsula somewhere. Where you gonna put it at? I mean, was it further?
2,200 miles.
This is a good bill right here. This
Now,
is a good bill.
but now,
we showing it
God.
on Google Earth.
Now here's the other one that I did, because we was dealing with the root of civilization. Say if when you talk about India,
Can you get 2,200 miles on the peninsula of Arabia?
On the Arabian Peninsula, anywhere.
Can you get it anywhere?
Let's see.
All the way to the end of the corner, all the way back.
Oh, you saying past the Arabian desert? That's Yemen now.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
It's still the
right
plateau.
I'm saying, God, if I went to the coast of Arabia, it still wouldn't be 2,200
Well,
miles.
that's what I'm asking. Even
Look.
even down by Yemen.
I mean, I'm just getting to 2,000 miles, and I'm in Yemen.
So you gotta go all the way over there.
God, this the coast of Yemen. I'm in Djibouti. I'm on the coast of Djibouti.
Where's that at?
Right across on the coast across from Ethiopia. That's 2,000 miles. And that's going to the Caucasus Mountains.
We ain't come from the Caucasus Mountains.
I'm saying now, but see, here's the thing. And my thing is, God, this you gotta know. This is the Arabian Desert as it is now.
Right.
Even though you got some archaeologists who say that the Arabian Desert was once, this all was considered to be the Arabian Desert. Now, here's what I'm saying is, if we go from India, if we do that same goddamn line from northern India.
Paul Lawrence Guthrie.
Yeah, what old brother Paul say. Let's start one.
Well, you know, I was dealing with this before.
Well, no, absolutely you was. Absolutely, you know. I see. But this what I wanted to show you.
Research. I had, you know, and
but now
we'll
I
go
see.
into that in a minute.
God, you see what that is? You see where I'm at? You see what the mileage is coming from India?
Is it? What is it?
21,896 miles.
And we deal with approximate. That's what
I mean,
let's do.
If I go up,
that's a hell of a discovery.
I'm still in the Caucasus Mountain range right
for
now.
sure, no doubt.
That's 2,200 exactly.
And they was all through that motherfucker. I agree. Pardon my language, G. But I agree with you. But what I'm saying is that's hell of it. What you pointing out right now. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, this is satellite, guys.
You talking about the science?
Oh, you talking about the science?
Like
okay.
the science.
All right.
I mean, and another thing, you know, it might be petty to some, but it's not. At one point in time, a lot of these bodies of water wasn't around.
Now here's the other jewel. But peace, God. Have you considered terrain? Is there a route that is straight line? That's a good point, God. Be born. Are you talking about? Be born said. Be born. You God. You said. Is that a straight? Have we considered terrain? Is that an actual route that could be considered a straight line? You talk about Mecca to the Caucasus Mountains, or are you talking about India from the Caucasus? Which way you going when you considering terrain? Because I considered that. I went through that earlier. You know, when I was looking at this, like, okay, you do gotta go.
That's interesting.
Well, God, you gotta understand this area right here. This is the Arabian Desert.
But he right though. Terrain could be like, you know what I mean?
I think that'll increase the mileage a whole lot.
What? Being that it's through the Arabian Desert?
No,
just terrain in general.
I'm just saying, even still, God, from Mecca to right there, that's still only 1,400 miles.
Yeah. But still, yeah, you got mountains and everything, God. That's heavy to bring up. I'm just terrain saying, is important, God.
Now, right. Okay, hold on. Now here's the other thing. This is what I was about to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. Elijah said that it was an oasis at halfway. Right? That they stopped at an oasis. Now I got this one from Brother Paul. Now if we take this ruler, let's take the ruler again. And we do halfway mark from over here. And I'm just looking at, drawing up the whole science with India. This will take us just a little over the right here. We need to be right up in here. Here it is, actually. That motherfucker. This is what they call the Iran. The Helen Reserve, it's like a reserve right here, God, where it's like plush greenery and shit, like right in the middle of the desert. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like right in the mix. But it was right on that point of where we needed to be in terms of the halfway point, God. Here, I'm about to pull that. What was the name of that place I was looking at?
guess this jewel section.
Yeah. I was just about to say. Come on, God. Would y'all want to add on anything on that before I stop?
God, keep doing that, God. You good, God. This is interesting right now because we showing improving through technology.
Yeah. No. Well, I was only bringing it up, God. For instance, is it better to walk around a mountain or hill or over it? Well, I was just dealing with a straight line in terms of the measurement points. Because even like the guy said, we could drag that line all the way to the goddamn Arabian coast and it still wouldn't be 2,200 miles.
And then so and then if you want to start talking about, well, you had to walk up an elevation of, 30 miles and down 30 miles, so that's another 60 miles you got to add on. I mean, like, that's kind of like reaching for it.
But I mean, to say that, God, you wouldn't say that it would be elevation even on this same path, even if we was dealing with India. Now that's another one.
Yeah, I mean, it's elevation.
It's gonna be elevation regardless. Yeah, it's gonna be elevation regardless. I'm just saying it was something.
Why would he? I mean, like
Now here's my other one.
If it was done the way we're going about doing it, why would he take out?
This the other one I was gonna ask. Is the Indian Ocean to the south of Mecca in Arabia? This the Indian Ocean right here. This big old yellow square. Okay. Here's Mecca. The Indian Ocean on the south side. In my opinion, God, that would be east from Mecca. I wouldn't say that's south.
Interesting.
The only place where it's directly south from, God, is India.
Interesting, God. Now, okay, so let's deal with ancient names, because remember we were talking about Mecca in India.
Okay.
Because perhaps, again, and in my opinion,
Mecca?
Yeah, just pronounced different, but kind of spelled the same.
I'm not familiar with that.
Paul Lawrence Guthrie dropped in his bill. It was an ancient city called Mecca or Mecca in India.
He said it was called Milecha.
Okay.
That was in India. Okay. In Milecha.
That's what you meant. Okay.
But even still, I'm with that.
I mean,
I'm just God. And don't want to think that I'm taking away from I'm just dealing with the Indian Ocean on the south side.
Right.
Well, we ain't taking the point is, it ain't about whether or not you're taking away from the lessons. You can't take away from what's there.
Peace, God.
Ain't no question.
Ain't no question. No, we ain't taking away from what's there.
We're not gonna be looking at the south side of Arabia looking for something that's not there.
Oh, and then I like what Cass Pride to say that I'm not against the argument that terrain has changed. That terrain has changed over time. However, I'm still gonna stick to the point that if we're going from Mecca, which is right here, Mecca, to the Caucasus Mountains, God, we still short damn near 1,000 miles. That's all I'm saying, God.
And my thing is this: when you come with that type of an argument, then it's up for you to show and prove what it is you're saying.
No doubt,
Is there addition because of the terrain? Is there a subtraction because of the terrain? Why and where? I mean, when you put that into the equation and strive to make that, a factor, then we have to start talking about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't, like I said, we're just not throwing things out there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, is anything y'all would say in terms of the Indian Ocean on the south side? Because we deal with the first degree in the 1 through 14, in the Indian Ocean on the south side.
It's definitely not on the south side, guy. I mean, and that's the thing about learning and showing and proving is that sometimes you just got to say, damn, you right. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not on the south side. So the argument of that 2,200 miles is definitely, it is, absolutely. That's a show and prove. But now the question is, and the question I have is, where's the 9,000 miles coming from? Because we know Master Farad and I like what you said, I see, as far as putting it at Jamestown, because that's where the slaves first landed. You know, on this land.
Sure indeed.
But my thing is,
Well, you going to the 1 to 36, right? Where you talking about? They wanted to go back home but could not
swim 9,000 miles. Indeed.
Okay. Peace.
But we all know, and I'm not, based on the Muslim lessons, and I'm saying Muslim lessons for one reason and one reason only, because in the original Supreme Wisdom it said that right before the instructions it said to the Muslim of Michigan #1, and the original Supreme Wisdom was circulated worldwide and had that same sentence in it, to the Muslim of Michigan #1. So what I'm saying is, did Master Farad base his I'm sorry.
You good.
Did Farad base his I guess his measurement of 9,000 miles based on Detroit, based on Michigan? The only reason I say that is because it was, and again, I'm making a point. It's not because I'm here. I'm not trying to be biased where I'm from.
No.
The original Supreme Wisdom that is circulated through all cities, states, everywhere around the world says to the Muslim of Michigan #1.
Only reason,
I'm sorry.
God, no. I want to add on with you. The only reason that would make me disagree with that is when we deal with the 1 to 36.
Okay.
Where it's I was thinking about where Elijah want to put the point, and that we were Master Farad Muhammad's uncle, so we were the people and the descendants of the went after these group of people, this tribe of people with this specific origin to make them slaves. So based off of that, I'm thinking that he's dealing with Africa in terms of where we first came from. Where the 9,000 miles.
No, you made
me. What you about to say?
No, I'm gonna let you build, God. Parso.
Go ahead.
You made some. You gave me a way to just kind of really figure out our answer, because where did the slave trader disappear from? Now, where that is where we can measure them 9,000 miles from.
Yeah.
My question is, if we dealing
Come on, get slide the
Parso, God. Go ahead.
My question is, if we're dealing with Africa, Mecca, Arabia, that's what you're dealing with.
No, well, I'm saying, God, in terms of the context of the teachings. If Elijah said that we was the tribe of Shabazz, and we know that Shabazz was the one, based off of the teachings of the messenger, we know that Shabazz was the one who went and left the rural civilization to civilize the African continent. So we talking about the Farad's uncle and the ones whom the trader made it in orientation to. So he's talking about the ones who was traded. So I don't think we weren't traded from the root of civilization. We was traded from the trading post, where you go to your God degree in the 1 to 14. The devil came and set up trading posts. These were the people who had strayed away from civilization and are living the jungle way of life. Why does the devil call our people African? So I'm saying I'm thinking that 9,000 miles is coming from Africa. That's the point that I was getting to, God.
The 9,000 miles come from Africa?
Yes. Based off of the 1 to 36. I'm not saying that's the root of civilization. I'm just saying that's where he's talking about they wanted to go back home but could not swim 9,000 miles.
That shit coming from everywhere. Word up,
shit. Well, let's get the God. Let's crack the good.
I'm just gonna say it like this. Fuck it, 9,000 miles everywhere from Jamestown. Between 1555 and 1886. God.
Let's get
they
the
was stealing motherfuckers from everywhere.
Ain't no question. I'm not questioning. I'm not questioning that, God.
I think it may be, and I'm just being real. I think it may be, again, a deeper meaning overall to that statement.
So look, well, and we know, of course we know, God, like I was just about to say, we know that the science is they couldn't swim 9,000 miles because we know that 9 is born.
Peace.
So we know that the 9,000 miles was just them being born through knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
No doubt.
That they couldn't get back home and get back to their own self. However, we know, again, that these men were scientists. That it's also some physical and geographical You know, science that they dealing with, as well as we was taught not to take things on face value. There's a lot of people out there that's coming in our culture that is learning the lesson, that's learning our way of life. God, we was taught to show and what? Prove.
Facts.
Come on, man, show and prove. We got the tools. Oh, here you go. My bad. I see. We got the tools. So I'm saying, even we, you know, we dealing. Here we are. We in Virginia. I want to see if I can get Jamestown. Cause everybody love going to Jamestown. Said let's get to Jamestown, Virginia. There you go. Human settlement in Virginia. All right, so there go Jamestown. Jamestown.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit. Let me add that shit to the project. Jamestown. Peace, man. Peace to everybody, man, that's tuned in with us, man. Peace to y'all, man. We love y'all. Make sure y'all support the channel, man. Show us some love. Man, if you just tuning in with us, you can check us out at the 5%connection.live/tips, man. And we would love to have your support. What's that? The Myers?
Yeah, man. It's a little rough, but it's okay, man.
Shit, you hear?
Hey, man, we libations, man.
So, yo, what we take? We said we was going from Jamestown, Virginia, and we want to deal with the 9,000 miles. Cause like we said, God, we looking to deal with what the.
I don't think I can give you 9,000 miles.
Where you going now? Where we going?
You gotta go to the coast of Africa somewhere.
Yeah. But you see that,
It
right?
ain't gonna give it to you.
You see where we at?
It ain't gonna give you 9,000.
All right, we on the coast. Pick a cut. I mean,
It's not gonna give you 9,000.
I mean, well, that's Sierra Leone. That's 4,400.
Ain't 9,000. No, unless they forgot something that went back.
Was he adding different trading posts?
Now, I would say this: are we gonna deal with the triangle trade route? Are we gonna add those miles in?
Still ain't gonna give you 9,000.
So let's say we stopping in Puerto Rico. Let's say it's a stop in Puerto Rico. Yeah, we still ain't there.
Now do what you did with all them trading posts.
Nah, I mean, like we said, God, he said they wanted to go back home, but could not swim 9,000 miles.
Shit, go to the tip of Somalia. That's the furthest. And just
That'll do it. That'll do it. Right.
It give you 9,000.
We know it had to be a boat. So let's say you was coming from over here, and it still ain't gonna work.
That's 11,000.
Yep.
Why would you do that? Why what?
Right.
I wouldn't go all the way up.
Well, we know for a fact, God, that the devil.
Somalia?
We know for a fact, God, that the devil made our people walk across the continent. So if you got captured in the interior, you know what I'm saying? You was walking across to the coast.
Dang.
Ain't no question.
Because we did it to them.
The devil ain't never penetrated the interior of Africa.
Well, peace, God. Well, I can see that. I can see that too. Damn, I see. Damn. Peace to the God. So back to Jamestown, Virginia, baby. All right. Oh shit. So I'm saying triangle trade. They stopped in Cuba, dropped some niggas off in the Bahamas, so you can get broke. Cause we know them was the breaking plantations.
Yeah.
So they went on here and dropped you off there. Now we getting over here, man. We ain't nowhere near 9,000 miles, brother.
For the Moors, and for the Moors that's watching, it ain't Morocco neither, nah.
Ooh, said
all my bros.
Ooh,
Morocco is a similar civilization to European.
he says what? Shit, he was in the Congo. No doubt, God. So we just exploring it, God. We just building on it, man. If y'all got any questions or any points, man, we see we got this Google Satellites up, man. We doing some map taking and map kicking it, man, and we just building on it, God. We going through it. You know, that's what this platform is for. The link in the bio, man. Go to the 5%connection.com, man, so we can get you connected with the gods in the earth, regardless of where you may be, man. So the God, no, he's saying do Mecca from James. But the key is, even if you go to Mecca, How are you doing that shit and you're not crossing water?
Exactly. Because
Fucking enough, I can't argue. I was doing Insta. I have no idea what's happening.
Well, no, I can't say that.
My bad, Insta. I don't know what's wrong with the gram. Yo, God, Earth Hour. Ooh.
Give us 1 second.
Say the God that pulled the mic out. I don't know why Instagram is froze, bro. What's going? So much better. Come on, God.
On the platform, I appreciate it. I ain't paid like that, but I have a $50 for an image for you. If you can find that image, it has to specifically be
That's a hell of
silverback gorilla's pineal gland.
That's a hell of a request.
If you find that,
Damn.
peace to the gods and the earth.
I just gotta know, God, what's the science on that request? Is it a reason you looking for
Pineal
the
gland.
pineal?
That land mammal secretes the most melanin for the region it lives in. And it's no question of why them Europeans study a silverback gorilla. But you cannot find an image of a silverback gorilla's
Yeah, so let me go.
if anything, that was the brothers that come from them.
Anytime, man. Anytime, God. That's what we here to do, man. Yeah, Lord Jamar definitely ain't none of that math. Them boys adding up. They can't do none of this. And even that was one of my challenges to them was, homie, can you do any calculations or make any predictions or any type of science or do any type of science at all or make any geographical can you use that map and use make any geographical predictions or astrological predictions using their model, God, and they can't.
He say, see, you on that pseudoscience shit. You want to use that pseudoscience equations. That pseudoscience.
That's the white man
We don't use that. We don't show up and we don't ask shit. You know, we trying to go beyond the wall and above the firmament.
Yeah, so that, you know, they went so far as to say that satellites don't exist, God. It's the craziest shit I ever heard. Because you know why, God, no, you know why though, right?
Because they don't got one in their backyard.
Oh shit. Well, no, the science is, God, is like, in order for you to have, if you got a flat earth, that mean, or if you saying that there is no gravity, because we definitely know they say that there's no gravity. So if you're going to say that there's no gravity, it's no way that objects can orbit the planet. Because gravity is based off of what? Orbit and orbital rotation is based off of gravity.
But I thought they were saying gravity is no gravity. You're talking about density.
Yeah, you're talking about that's what at least
it's
that's
density.
What they say. Density.
And the satellite should damn sure be dense enough to fall to the ground.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Insane in the membrane. So what I wanted to do, man, I wanted to share this video. I thought this was some real science. And I think that it's really dope. You know, for anybody who may be questioning, can you really see a satellite? Are there really satellites? You know, questioning the science of the ellipticals of the Earth, God. I don't know if anybody's ever, God, and I showed this to IC. I know we went through this. Master Love, God, you probably never seen this before. Are you familiar with the Starlink Satellites?
No, sorry.
Damn, I don't know why I keep pausing on Instagram, man. Instagram tripping tonight. So the Starlink Satellites, God, are a little over 400 satellites that Elon Musk has in space. And, you know, we know satellites. What the fuck? Oh, man, what just happened? Okay, yeah, I think this was one of them. So we know this one. So what I was going through is that we know. Oh, you can't hear me? I was gonna say, what I was saying was that we know satellites, God, because they they are following a specific track, right? That if something is following a specific track on the planet, then it's going to be going in a straight line. This is what we call an elliptical, right? An elliptical. So these satellites, you know, they'll try to say that these shooting stars or weather balloons. You know, you can type in your phone and track, you know, when these satellites will be over you at a specific time, God. You feel what I'm saying? And what we gotta understand is, and we gotta know is, God, that stars don't move like that.
I was getting ready to say.
God, it's
Stars
no
move, but they don't jump positions.
absolutely. As well as, you know, planes. There's no objects that move like that. These are objects that are moving on the elliptical path, orbiting the Earth. And you can goddamn see these boys every 2 hours, every 2 to 3 hours. Most satellites have an average rotational period of about 90 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? Which just means that it takes them about 90 minutes to circle the entire planet. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I meant when I told fam, dude, can he make a prediction with your scale, with your model, with the so-called flat earth model, but with this model, with the model of, you know, Kepler's laws, the Kepler's law 1, 2, and 3 that talk about ellipticals and how ellipticals move around the planet in orbitals and orbital trajectories. We can actually push an object into space at a certain speed, and we're gonna know when this object is moving, what time it's gonna be where, and where exactly it's gonna be at, down to the fucking second.
Indeed. Yep.
Down to the second, God. That's how the United States military got satellites for their drones that can hit your ass within a millimeter of wherever you located at.
I forget what movie that was. It was the movie with the little European lady, and that was the most, for me, that was the most realistic space movie I've ever seen. When it was the most realistic space movie I ever seen. I forget her name, Sandra Bullock, and they was in space doing like a spacewalk or something, and the shit got hit, and everything kept rotating around, just like you said, God, kept coming back around, and they were in danger every time that it came back around. So you absolutely right, God. I just wanted to add that on because that's a good movie to watch. I forget, I think it was Air or something like that, because she had, it was a monster for her to get back down to this mud, man. But once she got here, you know, so yeah, all that has to be kept in mind when it comes to that shit. But you know, that flat Earth shit is dead.
I see. Anything you want to come on, drop on it, God.
Oh no, I'm enjoying the build. You know, like taking it in. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying it. You know, I've learned some things tonight. You know, and that's always a plus for me to be able to walk away. You know, with my cup a little bit more full than when I came.
Damn right, man. Damn right. Peace to the God. And that's what this is all about, man. That's what we're here to do, is to help fill the people cup up, man. I know we having some issues on IG. We about to get ready to get up out of here, man. If y'all can, y'all make sure y'all follow us on YouTube, man. The YouTube and Facebook live streams tend to play really better, man. Whose perspective are you using for Far East? Because we know that area as what? Asia Minor. Absolutely. I could definitely see that. I mean, I think that we've been in the Asia Minor, in the Far East area, in that whole conversation. I mean, even that would add God. I mean, the whole science is, what do they call it? What do they call the area of the world that Arabia is in?
That's right.
What do they call that?
Right.
The Middle East.
That's right.
So I mean, you know, that's another point. But I mean, you know, like I said, man, KB the God, man, I appreciate that, man, on YouTube. That was a good point. That was definitely a good point, man. So yeah. Listen, man, if you on Instagram with us, man, make sure you follow us on YouTube. If you looking to get connected with the knowledge, If you haven't been connected with the knowledge already and you're looking to connect with the gods and the earth, and you're looking to learn more, you're looking to expand your information, you may be looking to get started and learn our teachings, regardless of your geographical location, hit the link in our bio, man, or just go straight to the 5percentconnection.com. Enter your info, your name, your city, your phone number, man, and we'll get you right unconnected with the gods and the earth, man. That's what we're here for. As well as, man, make sure you follow us. Right, make sure you hit subscribe. If you like the channel, we're gonna be back on Friday with another rocking and rolling topic, man. Coming and kicking it all the way live. Listen, man, I will that that everybody was into this stream in good health and good mind. I will that we was able to give y'all some good information and some positive stuff to think about, man. And we're gonna come back even doper on Friday. So with that, man, I'm gonna let the guys drop what they gonna drop, man, and we're gonna get up out of here. I see. You got anything you want to leave the people with?
Yeah, I just want to say peace and positivity and prosperity to everybody, I want you to have, abundance of everything. Just keep your mind stay positive, you know what I'm saying? And keep shooting for the stars,
No, that's right. Come on,
peace to all the positive people.
Master Guy, you got anything you want to leave the people with?
Man, just wash up, man. Refine yourself, man. Wash your ass, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get good health, man. You know what I mean? Wash your ass, man, before y'all check y'all Facebook in the morning. Peace.
Peace, God. I know that's right. Yo, peace, knowledge born, man. Peace, God. Yo, God, the stream is going to be up on YouTube after the stream is over, man. Just rewind that thing and do the knowledge, God. We definitely dropped a bunch of stuff. Definitely a bunch of positive information, man. So that's definitely going to be dope. So like the guy said, man, peace and love. Make sure, man, that you stay peace and positive to all the positive people. Peace to everybody that tuned in with us, man. We know we looking to bring some more content so we can stretch these streams out and give y'all a little more time, man, out here in the building, man. So, yo, we're going to lead y'all in the same way that we greeted y'all, and that's in the supreme universal greeting of peace.
You cannot go around me or through me to get to my father law, for he and I are one and the same. Now you see what must be done before you can be a universal architect.